This is a Caterpillar 950 GC rubber tire loader. It's made by Tonkin and is in 1/58 scale. Now this is an interesting model. It's a 950 GC, which means it's a 950G, but it's made for the Chinese market. Now they can still sell this loader new in China, even though it doesn't have the emissions equipment that the newer model loaders do. And that was really one of the big reasons behind having a newer series of rubber tire loaders in such a quick amount of time, was for the emissions. Well, China doesn't have the same standards, so you can still sell a 950G in China and you still get a really good loader at a good price without all the emissions nonsense. So anyway, Tonkin did a pretty good job with this loader. It looks pretty good. I like the white paint scheme. I've heard a couple different reasons why Caterpillar will paint their equipment in white. I've heard if you pay cash for it, they'll paint it in white, but I don't know about that. I think it's just a customer preference. They'll paint it any color you want it, as long as you're willing to pay for it. The white looks okay, but there's a couple spots where it looks like it used to be yellow and they just painted over it with white. The plastic is pretty bad for that. You can kind of see it in the wheels. There's just a hint of where you can see the yellow. You can see a couple spots on the loader arms too. Like it's real subtle, but you can just barely see it. I like the warning labels. They look pretty good. Tonkin did a very good job with them. All the labels are very, very well done. The cab interior looks pretty good. You can even see the warning label on the window right there. And it looks very good. It's got a tooth bucket. There's no coupler, so you can't take the bucket off, which is, I would have preferred to have a coupler on there, but that's just me. Now the range of motion is not very good. Like that's about as high up as it'll go. And the cylinders are pretty stiff. They'll hold whatever pose you can get into, but that's about as much of a dumping angle as you can get on this. And their other loaders are a bit better than this. So I don't know if it's just this particular one, but it's not good. It's kind of disappointing. You do get a very good turning angle out of it though. So the loader's not good, but the articulation is. The handrails and everything look pretty good. They're well done. The mirrors look nice. The lights and everything, yeah, it's all plastic, but it looks good. The hoses and everything, they all look good. It's a nice contrast against the white, which is interesting. It definitely looks interesting sitting on the shelf. It looks different, which is good. But again, with the range of motion of the loader, you can see it just doesn't come down far enough to put the bucket flat on the ground. Which again, it's just, you have this really nice loader, and then you get to the loader, the loader and the bucket part of it. It's just kind of disappointing. And it's a tooth bucket, like I said, and the teeth are okay. It's not good, not bad, just kind of there. I've heard people just cry and whine endlessly about the two rivets in the loader arms here, because, oh well, they're not on the machine, they shouldn't be there, whatever. To be honest, I don't really notice them. I don't think it really takes away from the model itself. I mean, if you really look at it and you allow yourself to get fixated on those rivets being there, then yeah, it's maybe a little distracting, but I mean, just sitting on the shelf, it looks pretty darn good. Who cares? You can get a pretty good 950 for a pretty good price, and well, like I said, who cares? So anyway, that's about it. That's my feelings on the subject anyway. If you'd like to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And as always, thanks for watching.